just left a seminar by Entrepreneurship, Technology, and Leadership from Tina Seelig, a thought leader, worldwide, world-renowned thought leader in luck, creativity, inspiration, getting people to follow their dreams for entrepreneurship. And she broke something down, man. She had 3 main points, and she kind of did it in a way, taking the metaphor of selling a boat, right? So you got to build your ship. And she mentioned when building your ship, you got to line up your values, know what you stand for, create your story so people know what you stand for, what you're about, and then understand your risk tolerance, what you believe, what you're willing to risk. And one point she said about the risk is that risk is a tricky thing. It's not just, are you risky or not? And most people, when they take on risk and are successful at it, they prepare, and they prepare in a way to eliminate or minimize the risk in the things that they're doing. Like when you're an entrepreneur, you want to get starting a business is very risky. But if you're doing something that you've been prepared for, you know the risk, you've identified them, and you work their ways to eliminate or minimize those risks, you have a better chance of being successful. And then after you build your ship, you got to recruit your crew. So recruit your team. And a big part about recruiting your team, it came to being, you have to ask for help. So you have to ask people for help, and you have to make it where it's an easy ask. Make it easy for people to help you. That's key. And then help others, and that usually leads to reciprocal help. The more you help people, the more you see in return. It's just like energy. And then be appreciative. And so she told stories about how she reached out, many stories, and I could tell my own, but I know she was saying around how she wrote a letter to one of her professors 20 years after she had them, and just told him how thankful she was of, the impact he had on her life. She didn't know if he read it, but then 20 years later, so 20 years after she had the professor, she wrote a letter. And then 20 years after that, she got a call from his granddaughter saying that her dad had read a portion of that letter at his funeral. So you never know how long or how much, how that type of thing can last and over time. And then the third piece that she mentioned was about setting sail, man. Like, go ahead and get out there, take the chance, experiment, learn, and then move around. If it's time to go, if you've learned everything at that current location, then you may have to sail and keep moving to get more information from other places. But very, very impactful, very beneficial information. Biggest thing I got away is, man, go get it.